Hello and welcome to Books of the Week. This is the Fallout Shelter's weekly video snippet going over some of the books that you're going to see at the store this week. We wanted to kind of move away from, the Facebook. We're still going to do Facebook posts, but we feel that there was a lot being missed, so we wanted to go over a couple of these things and, maybe do a little quick 3 to 5 minute video once a week to kind of get everybody up to speed. So the video production value might be a little lackluster. We're still getting our footing. Thank you for bearing with us, and here we go. The first book we're going to take a look at this week is Civil War Part 2, Part 6. Yes, it is finally here. It had been the victim of some shipping delays and some rigmarole, and apparently they tacked another issue on the end, and we're not going to see another issue until sometime in December. So the way I figure it should be about 2020 before this book is actually finished. This basically builds on what's been going on. There's some sort of big ending they're building to. They did elaborate a little bit more on the Ulysses character, not much. And of course, let's not forget, this is also the first issue where you see the beginnings of what will be the champions on the Champions team in their own book of Younger Avengers. If you're interested in pursuing or reading more about the Champions, be sure to check out their first issue. It should hit the stands about 2 weeks ago. Moving right along, we have Skeptics #1 from Black Mask. This was a fun little book. It's from Black Mask, and all of Black Mask's books so far have been solid. The only real issue we have with Black Mask is shipping and getting things out in a timely manner or at all. The premise of Skeptics is basically you've got a couple of psychics with powers that are working for a lab, and the U.S. government comes in and they want to use them for a specific purpose. And then we see, of course, the inevitable twist at the end. Looks like a fun book, and it would be a good series. Black Mask, if they could get their shipping a little more steady, and if they can get their publishing schedule a little more down pat, I do think there could be the new Image, undoubtedly. And we also have Deathstroke #6. Deathstroke has been kind of a little hidden gem of the Rebirth line. It's not your typical gun 'em down, hack and slash book. It's got a pretty decent plot. It's got a really good subplot. And if you're not reading it, you're missing out. It is probably one of the better Rebirth relaunches, although there really haven't been any really terrible ones. This particular issue does guest star Batman and Robin. And if you like your Damian snarky and narcissistic, you will love this book. Fans of Damian should not miss it. Nobody should miss it. If you're not reading this book, you are indeed missing out. Moving right along in our Damian Wayne motif, we do have Teen Titans #1. This is not the Rebirth issue. This is the start of the new series. I'm really excited about this. The Teen Titans book in the past couple of years has needed some help. It seriously needed some help. There came a point where it kind of felt like you were reading the same issue over and over and over again. I grew up on the Wolfman Perez Titans. I am a huge Titans fan, and I think they're finally heading in a pretty decent direction. And I think this is going to be a great book. This is going to be a really good book. Definitely worth your time. Give it a read. Decide for yourself. The Flash also comes out this week, issue 9. The Flash is a good book. It's been solid. It's been a solid seller. It's been telling a solid story. And it is written by Joshua Williamson, which is the same man who writes Birthright. I knew I would get it. It'll escape me for a moment there. What makes this issue so noteworthy is it is the meeting between Wally West and Wally West, pre-Rebirth, pre-New 52 and New 52 Wally West. There's also kind of a clue kind of dropped in there. What they've been doing with these Rebirth books is they've been kind of sprinkling little clues about things to come in all of the other issues. We kind of saw Saturn Girl in Batman #9 last week, and this issue kind of drops a little clue that was expected, but it was all in all, it was fun. It's a fun book. Flash is always fun. And we have a old Champions book this week entitled Champions, No Time for Losers. And what this book does is, and I'm going to open it up because these stories were published in the 70s, so I'm really not going to spoil too much for you. But this reprints a couple of key issues, select issues from the original Champion series, and it's a lot of fun. If you did enjoy Champions #1, you want to learn a little bit more about the team, or if you just want to read some decent older Marvel, this is the book for you. It is $7.99, but it looks like, how many pages? 67, 71, 81. It looks like a pretty good value for the money. It's really good. It looks like it's a fun read. That's all the books we have time for right now, but there are plenty more books on sale along with these at the Fallout Shelter, 320 Raritan Avenue, Highland Park, New Jersey. We are open tomorrow, Wednesday, from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Well, maybe a little bit later than 11 a.m. if I oversleep or if there's a line at Dunkin' Donuts, 11:15, 11:20 the latest. See you there.